Greetings, welcome to day number 21 of this radical act of self-love. I intend to share with you how much I seek validation, how much I want your love, how much I want you to love me and accept me and tell me I'm a good boy or I'm a good job. I noticed this story especially inside of being a performer. Whether I want to sing or dance or just speak and be heard. I noticed this because I'm reminded of how there's a lot of moments where this essentially, like from being a little kid, where mom showed me how to sing when we were in choir, and I got her to say, like, she loves me, good job, you're doing great, keep going. And finally having something that made me worthy of her attention. Or not finally, right? But it was one of the things that brought us together. I hug myself as I say that. All the way through to just screaming and making noise and trying to get attention by being a chaotic asshole. That's how I judged myself. I recognize that, especially with women and with friendship, I would be right there in the middle of us hanging out at a public place, and I want to make noise and shout and scream or sing or be like, look at me, with my energy. And there's people like, okay, dancing monkey, yay, good job. And then back to their conversation. Have you ever felt like that? It's hard to create a deep connection if you're the performer and people are here not performing. They just look at you like, okay, do your song and dance until we are done making noise and distracting us, and now we can go back to our thing. So it created a lot of confusion. Me asking myself, what the hell is going on? I feel so like with people, but not. And I felt really sad. I felt really disconnected. And I told myself, like, people just don't care. I'm not important. And finally, something changed because I was inside of a dance therapy retreat called 5 Rhythms with Melissa Michaels up in Boulder, Colorado. And, there's like over 100 people from like 20 different countries here, represented through like the ages of like 16 to like 30, 35, and some elders. And while I'm dancing and trying to like get the girl's attention, she comes and kind of like checks me with attention, like, who is this for? Is it for them? Focus on yourself. You're here for you. Remember why you're here, for you. And I just felt like, her presence and the intensity of like, remember that you're here for yourself, shook me. I just felt like an earthquake or something, within my brain. And yeah, I started to dance and move and connect. And instead of performing for you to like me, it was like I'm performing for myself, to enjoy myself. I noticed my body feel kind of, I want to say peace, but it's like if you drop of water, bloop, and it ripples out, super calm and quiet. It feels like that's happening within my body. And by knowing this, having this awareness, I started to cry and dance and laugh and like I heard a voice within my head that just like, yes, like welcome home. you coming back to me. Like, there's no need to do anything for anyone else to give me enough. You know, I'm not enough until you love me. Became a bullshit story in that moment. And by giving myself this, like, yeah, what do I like? What do I want to move like? Oh, that's okay. Enjoy that. Oh, that's so cool. I don't care if they're watching or not. Just do it for you. This gave me so much love. I told myself I'm so loved in this moment, and I was like, I'm not stopping here. I'm going to continue to do my performances, whether it's my singing or dancing, for myself to love and enjoy. So I went again and again to be on my own and make these performances, and I fell in love with this. And many times I would still today, there's moments where I fall back into that, like, do other people like this? It's just a lot faster that I pull myself out of that, because I've now taken time to really, like, have my own practice, like, to take time to be alone, have a space that is, like, secluded, and enjoy expressing for the sake of expressing. And I am the witness. Nobody else needs to be there. Oh, I can hear, like, a little boy's voice in my head saying, "Yeah, I love you, man. Thank you for this." Like, pat on the back. Wow, I notice myself feeling kind of shy and tender as I say all of this. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you taking this time right now with me. Yeah. Thank you, bird. My breath feels really soothing. So, where am I going from here? In creating this space, I revisit it time and time again to perform for my own joy, and then share with others when I am coming from this space. And that's when my voice is completely unlocked, versus worried about if someone is listening. Because that's where I'm putting my sense of, like, am I enough, based off of my imagination of if they like me or not. It's just like fucking fairy dust. This is, like, all illusion, and it's literally impossible to know that unless you ask somebody, and then they're all gonna say, like, "Do you, man?" Where you hear the common advice, "Be yourself," which I interpret as entertain yourself. Do something, be something, say something because you enjoy it and you validate it for yourself. Yeah. I believe that when this is happening, it's like taking this armor, this, like, part of, like, protecting ourselves and hiding from the world's rejections, and it's like removing this armor and feeling like we're more safe to express. So I notice that in my space where I give people, structural body work with elbows to the back, or water therapy to hold someone tenderly and sing to them in the water, even to my hypnosis and coaching with someone where, I'm questioning them to witness themselves from a whole new perspective. In all of this, it's container for you to take armor away from yourself and shine the mirror back on you for validation and acceptance. So you can receive it at a level you've never seen, and inside of that is such a freedom, and the acceptance breeds this freedom to say, be, and do whatever you want, to express your desires, to stop taking things personally. Thanks for listening to this. I feel complete as I share that. I want to also, like, I have a desire to share. I want, if you're watching this and you're interested to do some work with me, that you reach out, message me, and let's see if there's something there between the two of us to create this kind of freedom for you too. Yeah, I'm noticing that I really want that from a place of, I don't need it, but I'm offering it because it's done so much for my life to feel love unconditionally from me. Thanks for sharing, Keegan. Ciao.